Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog, goes under the knife in Oklahoma. Also near that giant pileup in northwest Kansas on I-70. Got some Dashcam Idiots and Ass-Wagons running really tight loads with load updates. So much more on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, today is Monday the 17th of March. Actually, just leaving the doctor in Glen Rock. Finally got my DOT card upgraded, so I got a full year now. So finally got that done. It has been a week. Oh my God! Let me tell you. All right, we got to get turned around here because now I got to get up to Glen Rock or to the lignite mine and pick up. I've turned around down this street before. It's tight, but I know I can do it. Anyway, Rusty's not with me. As I mentioned in the opening, he's at a vet.
Left on West Aspen Street, then take the first left.
In Stillwater, Oklahoma. So, I will tell you more all about that. I still have to call them today to get an update and find out if he's
Left
okay.
on South 8th Street, then take the first right.
And what's going on with all that? This is real tight here. See, I've done this turnaround once before coming from the clinic. I know it can be done. So I think last time I turned down that street, I think I'm going to do the next one. Alright. But yeah, it's been... so I don't even have him with me. I don't even know what his status is.
Left on 9th Street, then take the second right.
Winds have been crazy. I was just trying to get up to my doctor's appointment today. And... of course, I-25 was shut down last night through today to light high
Right
profile.
on West Birch Street, then take the second right.
Thank you, Garmin. Light high profile vehicles. And so I made it up to the Dwyer Junction rest area last night. I had to go via Torrington to get there. Run an extra 45 miles. Wait there last night, hoping they'd lift the ban this morning. Well, they did partially, at least up to Douglas, but then from Douglas to Glen Rock, it was still close to light high profile vehicles. So I made it
Right on Wyoming 95.
south of Douglas and waited, hoping they'd clear that. And I had to call the doctor saying, okay, I'm late. I'm waiting for them to open the road. And I got tired of waiting. And I finally found two little Wyoming highways, one of them being this Wyoming 95, where the lignite place is. There's a 93 that goes from Douglas that meets up with that one. It's longer, but it wasn't closed to the high-profile vehicles. Still windy as hell and a pretty scary drive, but at least I was able to get to the doctor.
2.5 miles. Turn left on Monkey Mountain Road.
Oh, she's too chatty. And just finally got that done. And now I got to pick up my lignite load, which delivers in Wisconsin on Wednesday. After I pick that up, now I'll be loaded, so then technically I'll be over the 44,000 pound minimum and I can actually drive down the road. I'm going to try to go to Casper, meet my daughter for lunch.
2.25 miles. Turn left on Monkey Mountain Road.
And then make my way towards Wisconsin. And then I've got another load I just booked earlier, picking up in Eau Claire, Wisconsin to get me down to Tulsa so I can try to get back down and hopefully I'll have a dog to pick up. That's a whole other issue. We'll get into that here in a little bit, but I can tell you he started having issues this past week, diarrhea-wise, in the truck. What made it all come to a head is I was trying to clip off the now caca-soaked fur from his tail, and I accidentally clipped the end of his tail, and blood everywhere. All over the truck, him, me. It looked like a freaking crime scene in here. It was pathetic. And I got it bandaged up. This is like 2 o'clock Saturday morning. Well enough, I thought. Took him out later just west of Tulsa, and it came off again, and the blood just wouldn't stop. I used up all the Band-Aids I had, anything I had, trying to stop it. I couldn't. I'm like, okay, I gotta find a vet, you know, and so had to drop him off because they were closing at noon on Saturday, and this is like 11 o'clock.
left onto the unpaved road.
Got him down there, and they tried to cauterize it, and they come back out, and he said, oh yeah, it's all good. And the woman who's holding the dog goes, dog, and blood all down the front of her outfit, her shoes, all over the floor. And Doc says, well, okay, he's gonna have to stay through at least Monday. And I said, okay, I'm under a load, I gotta go. Can you keep him here for a few days until I can try to get back? And they said,
2.5 miles. Arrive at Black Hills Lignite, Glen Rock, Wyoming, on the left.
A real gruff, old school, rural vet guy. And he's like, oh yeah, we'll just hang on to her. And I'm like, okay, it's not a her, but whatever. So, and of course they were closed yesterday, and I haven't had a chance to call them yet today to get an update on poor Rusty and find out what's going on with that. And like I say, it has been just a crazy week. I took a load to Rapid City, then I took kitty litter from there down to Searcy, Arkansas. Rusty's been having issues the whole time. These were all tight loads. On my way back, once I had this load that I had picked up in Newport, Arkansas, going to Loveland, Colorado for a Sunday morning at 5:30 delivery. Of course, I'm trying to go across I-70, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard about that big crash. 50 vehicle pileup between Colby and Goodland on I-70. It was shut down Friday afternoon all the way through early Sunday morning. So I could only go as far as Colby Saturday night. And when I got up, I had to do a split, got up, I had to leave Sunday morning at 1 o'clock Mountain Time, and it was actually open. So, and apparently 8 people died in that pileup due to high winds, 70-mile-an-hour winds, and dust. It became just a giant dust storm apparently, and that everybody just piled up. So, I mean, I could have had a much worse week, believe me. So, but it's just been crazy, and we'll hopefully I'll have towards the end of this video maybe an update on what's going on with Rusty. Just trying to do one thing at a time. At least got my DOT card updated, so I have a year again. Go have dinner with or lunch with my daughter, and then we'll worry about everything else as we go. I know I haven't showing up here to the Black Hills Lignite plant here in a long time in a video, so I thought, well, this would be a good opportunity for me to show that while I'm trying to update you on everything that's been going on in the past week, because it's been about a week now since I did the last video where I was talking about getting screwed over by a shipper. There, we gotta climb this little hill here, and then we park right in front of the scale, and then they come out and we give them the number, and then they weigh the truck, and then we go get loaded. So yeah, I've been here enough. I know the angle I need to take to kind of get in here. And I stop right here, and we wait for the dude to come out. Alright, so you see the guy comes out there, and he opens the door, checks to make sure the scale's calibrated as we pull on, and he gives me the weight of just the truck by itself first. So we do that, we move forward, he gives the trailer weight by itself, and we're good to go. Okay, we're all done scaling. Now we gotta get ourselves turned around here. Kind of a nice view. You can see the North Platte River down there. We got ourselves turned around, go back down by the tracks, go to the bottom of the hill, back into the newer dock. They finally built a newer dock here. All summer long we were pretty much having to, they had a ramp, they had to back up to the trailer and chain it onto the trailer, and that was a big pain in the butt. But now they have a nice dock, makes loading a lot faster here. This wind is just crazy. Okay, so we gotta take this corner just right. I pick up here all the time, so I know the routine at this point. Alright. Go on over here. Got my big fuzzy thing on the microphone, so hopefully that's working alright today. Look, you can still see snow on the mountains over there. closer to Casper. Alright, now the new dock is right there with the yellow bars around it and everything. And it's nice that they have this built. Makes it a little bit easier to get loaded over here. Just gotta hit the right angle, get it straightened out over on the other side, open the doors, and we back her in. Alright, well now it's Tuesday, the 18th. Did get to have lunch with my daughter in the Casper area, and then since I did have my new DOT card, she took me over to the DMV. We're able to turn that in, so we're all legal, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. Alright, you can hear the wind howling. I started off real early this morning, because after that I didn't make it too much further down the road last night before I had to shut down. It's just been a hell of a week, and I was just exhausted. So I had to drive a hell of a lot longer today. So far, I've driven about 720 miles, got another, I think close to 20 to go. So I will have done about 740 miles today. Yeah. Still trying to make it to Wisconsin. You see, the sun is just beating in right now. It's 52 degrees. It's real windy, but it is nice as far as that goes. But now I was checking the weather on the way over, and we're supposed to have a major blizzard warning for around here. Sorry, that sun is just coming right in. Starting tomorrow at like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. So that's going to be fun. And it's supposed to go, of course, right through the bottom of the Twin Cities and over towards where I need to deliver in Rothschild, Wisconsin. And then I'm supposed to pick up my next load in Eau Claire by noon. It's supposed to deliver in Tulsa the next day by 1 p.m. I don't think this is going to be happening. I'm just still trying to get back down that way so I can get Rusty, but... Aha, and yes, I got to tell you what's going on with Rusty. Did talk to the vet yesterday. And, yeah, Rusty had to go under the knife. He, literally, they had to cut off 2 inches of his tail. Yeah, so they'd have enough skin to go around the end to resuture everything up, so they had to knock him out for that. So Rusty had major doggy surgery yesterday, and then they're watching his whole diarrhea issue and everything, and hopefully that'll be better soon. I said, hey, I'm aiming to try to be there Thursday afternoon or maybe Friday morning, and then I found out about all this weather that's going to be coming. So, you know, it's the old phrase, man plans, God laughs. Alright, almost up here to our exit. We're going to try to stay at the K-Wig trip in Owatonna, Minnesota. Look over here to the left. I've always liked these 3 jets they have mounted on these, poles, I don't know what you call them, but I think that's always kind of fun. Love seeing stuff like that out here. And there's a big giant cross up there after that. Alright, so this is the exit, has a Cabela's at it. It's a mid-sized K-Wig trip. This one tends to fill up. It's 5:47, so I'm hoping I can get a spot there with any luck. If not, there's another rest area a few more miles up the road. I've got 27 minutes left on my drive clock, so I can try that.
Exit 45 on the right to County Route 9, then take the first left.
Thank you, Garmin. Well, with any luck, we can get a spot. And then we got about 3 hours and 45 minutes, well, that's with no bad weather, to get to the delivery tomorrow. And we're just going to have to wait to see in the morning what that's going to look like. Because like right now, it's beautiful. Sunshine, 54 degrees, but...
Left at the stop sign.
It's very, very windy. But what are you going to do about that? So, alright, so let's just see what we can find. Alright, just pulling in, and it already looks like it might be kind of full. We can only hope. Give it a shot here. get through the fuel island. Yes, that one's open. All right. Can we find a spot? Dun 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 dun. I don't know. It's not looking good when they're already parked along the
road.
It's not a good sign. Oh, I think I see one open over there. Wait a minute. Oh, no, bobtail. Ah, that'll kill you every time. Alright. See this one aiming the other direction. Does it go all the way through? Nope, I need to get turned around to get into that one. Alright. There's no place to turn around over here on this end. Alright, so I'll have to go down here. Well, there's that one on the end right there. Why don't we just take that? Okay. Almost act like we're leaving the lot just to get into this spot. Okay, so literally 2 spots left in this lot, and I'm grabbing one of them. Alright, that'll work. Okay, now I got some Dashcam Idiots and Ass-Wagons to show you. The first one is drunk driver on my way up through Denver for my early Sunday morning delivery in Loveland, Colorado. Check this guy out.
You'll be able to feed it with mini X.
Oh! Yeah, they're drunk. And now the clutch trucker zoom and slow-mo. Alright, I'm watching them swerving around, and then look right here. Boom! There's the sparks. Yep, hit the wall. Gotta love it, baby. And then, of course, I had mentioned earlier how I had to stop at Colby, Kansas, late Saturday afternoon, because, of course, I-70 was shut down between Colby and Goodland due to this big wreck that had happened. I don't call them accidents, they're crashes. That happened on Friday afternoon, and they were still cleaning all that up, and so that was still all shut down both directions. And so, I had to get off there. And as I'm getting down to the bottom of the off-ramp, look at this guy. There's a car with their turn signal on, like they're going to try to go that way. No, moron. It's closed. And they're still turning. Oh my God. How stupid do you have to be? So that proves people don't look ahead at all. I mean, you're about to make a left turn onto the road. Aren't you going to glance over to that road to make sure, it looks okay?
Left on Horton Avenue.
But he still turned across. Pulled up right in front of the sign and was like, oh! And hit the brakes. Yeah, proving people, most drivers don't look any further than right in front of their vehicle. They don't read any of the road signs. There are only 35 million lit up signs between Salina, where I got on, and Colby, saying the road shut down at Colby, and they came from over the travel center. All that's over there is a hotel, a couple hotels in the travel center. So they obviously had stopped there, and then we're just going to try to get back on the interstate, but hello, moron, did you notice any of those signs? Alright, well, I was trying to get this video edited, Tuesday night, and it was taking me so long. It takes a long time to edit these videos, by the way, so I hope you appreciate that. After a couple of hours, I just had to go to bed. So today, actually, I was expecting to wake up to a whole bunch of snow, but it wasn't that bad. I made it all the way to Rothschild, a few flurries here and there, made my delivery, made it over to my pickup in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. This is the one going down to Tulsa, so I can get near Stillwater to hopefully pick up Rusty. And everything wasn't too bad, especially even coming back across. I kept looking at the radar. It kept showing I was under snow, but I wasn't. And then to just before Albert Lee, Minnesota, hello. Holy crap. Hello. Look at that. Jesus. And now the clutch trucker zoom and slow-mo. Yeah, look at that over there. Oh my gosh, that could not have been a fun ride. Plus, how do you get out of that? You gotta drop like 30 feet out of the cab. Wow. Yeah, and then right after that, caught this guy jackknifed in the median. You would think that would be included these other drivers. So yeah, after seeing both of those, I was like, I'm out, I'm done. Yeah, that's it. I'm not dying for, I've got giant rolls of tissue paper, which they'll cut down into smaller, like, toilet paper rolls. So I'm not dying for that. No, thank you. I already talked to the broker and said, look, I got to drive back through this storm. There's a good chance I'm not going to make that 1 p.m. delivery. What do you think? Yeah, so he said just be safe and all that, and he'd call me in the morning. We'd see where we're at. Hopefully I can deliver later in the afternoon on tomorrow, Thursday. If not, I can deliver Friday morning. I've got another load booked, picking up in Tulsa on Friday, going up through Norfolk, Nebraska, so I can go back through Stillwater, pick up Rusty, and then I can get up to York, Nebraska, and finally get the inspection done on this truck for my extended warranty, which I'm buying, so that in case I have all the after treatment issues I had before on this newer truck, it won't, bankrupt me. What do you think? Yeah, so right now I'm parked here at a little pullout just north of Clear Lake, Iowa. I was trying to make Story City for tonight, but the Garmin was telling me there's like, a 95-minute delay and blah, 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 because obviously other people have been sliding off the road. So I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm parked here. So I'm just in a little parking area. There's nothing else to it, and there's about 3-4 inches of snow on the ground. I hope I won't get stuck trying to get out in the morning. So, and I'm waiting for daylight. I am not getting out there again until I can actually see what's on the road that I'm dealing with. So, like I say, hopefully they'll take me late Thursday, or if I have to deliver Friday morning, well, we can do that as well. So thanks for tuning in. Sorry this one was so long, but it was over a week in the making, and like so much happened. Please subscribe, please like, comment, share, thumbs up, all that jazz. Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter X, Clutch Trucker 5 on TikTok. You usually put the Rusty stuff up there for little quick shorts, and we'll put one of those up since we don't have them here at the very end. And as always, if that magic YouTube fairy dust, Clutch and Rusty down in Oklahoma, out. You English think you're so superior, don't you? Well, you're the filth of the planet, a bunch of pompous, badly dressed, poverty-stricken, sexually repressed football hooligans. Okay, you ready? Are you ready? It's above your head. It's up here. There you go. Oh, you find it? He's all over it. Like white on rice. Like hair on a gorilla. And why? Sing it with me, because he's a begging strip dog. He's a begging strip dog. Sometimes he eats too fast and he starts to cough. He's a begging strip dog. Oh yeah, get those last little pieces down there, buddy. Enjoy your begging strip bounty. You've earned it. You've done your opening and stuff. Alright, happy dog look.